think what was quite wild to me is that these shoes were sold as neutral shoes.
Yeah.
Like a in-step sort of support point of view. We're working with this compared to maybe like a bit more of a neutral kind of profile.
I don't get that same pressure on the left or the outside of the foot. So anytime where I had a little bit more like up tempo, so maybe something that wasn't quite like race pace or faster, I opted for the Saucony Endorphin Azura, which I also really quite like. I know you've got this pair as well, and we've had different experiences with this. I really like the Azura. Really punchy, really responsive. Has worked really well for those like up tempo paces.
So I remember that's like when I went there.
Yeah,
That was sponsored by Saucony, and then I was just like trying them on. And then, you know, I gotta say, like, the 200 meters that did felt really good. And I was like, you know what, I was gonna go, and I went to Boston as well, all places, which where Saucony is from as well. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get some. And what was quite wild to me is that these shoes were sold as neutral shoes.
Yeah.
And so I've got two things. I'm definitely not I don't think I need corrective sort of like insoles or shoes. I've always kind of worked with like very neutral shoes. But going into a neutral shoe that to me had that much kind of support under the arch, from like I don't know if you can see on the video, but like from like a in-step sort of kind of support point of view, we're working with this, which obviously fits into a shoe that is made for that as well.
Totally.
Compared to maybe like a bit more of a neutral kind of profile, which to me is a bit more like that.
Yeah.
And that difference to me meant like it essentially was the mistake that I did was, you know, going with this, not maybe researching on it further.
Yeah.
In terms of the support I was getting from what was branded as a neutral shoe. The other thing as well I found with this is that on the other side, this kind of like sort of like material or whatever that you've got on the upper,
which is there to provide a structure.
Exactly. And then to me, it was biting onto my right foot from the other side. Right.
Yeah.
So on one end, I was tilted outwards from the insole, and it put into something where it was too much support for me.
Yeah.
So we ended up with, you know, essentially I tried on like a fairly mid like distance run. I think it was 16, and yeah, the whole outside of the foot was
chewed up.
Proper kind of burning.
Yeah.
But I can see how like I guess you've got a bit now.
I'm a pretty narrow foot operator, to be honest. So like, I can totally understand where you're coming from. I do definitely feel that high instead.
Yeah.
The medial side of the foot there, like there is quite a pronounced sort of like arch on the inside, which I definitely feel. But being a narrow-footed individual, I don't get that same pressure on the left or the outside of the foot. So I guess it highlights the the fact that, you know, what works for some might not work for others, and you know, it also shows, you know, that 200 meters in your first foot more, and they felt magic. You know, sometimes we need a little bit longer than to test them out. So I suppose you just gotta do your research, try shoes on. If they don't work, you flick them on. It's the footwear, as they say.
So I tested it with the Red Spot sensors we have in the clinic.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
And then my shoe ride was completely different. And maybe what I should have done is potentially spend a bit more time on the treadmill at the clinic testing these before actually I went on trail. Yeah. And then obviously now I can't myself. Type of thing. And even on Facebook Market, people are like, you know that last slide?
yeah.
Just still brand new, but
can you show me the bottom of the shoe? No. Yeah. But it's funny, it's like now that you mentioned that as well, with like, you know, the lateral part of the outside of the foot, maybe giving you a little bit of grief. And you know this, you're the one who referred me for the MRI. But I did develop a bit of, you know, outside foot pain or lateral foot pain, which I thought was a bone stress injury, and like when you found out it wasn't. But it is kind of in the same place that you were describing, as you were getting your kind of like symptoms on the outside, and then, you know, the whole time I've been going, yeah, these are magic. I really, really like them, and then it's like, I don't know, maybe there is a potential contributing factor there. It's hard to say, but I don't know. The logical part of my brain wants to think that's not these, because I do like them so much. But then who knows? It could very well be the case.